Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss one act play prescribed into your syllabus by Punjab University Chandigarh. The title of this one act play is A Marriage Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov, Russian writer. Yesterday we discussed the brief biography, brief introduction to the writer and a brief introduction to the one act play, A Marriage Proposal. First of all, I would like to tell you that there are three main or major characters in this play. First, there is Lomov, he's a young man. Second, there is Shubukov, who is neighbor of Lomov. And the third character is Natalia, daughter of Shubukov. So whole story revolves around three of these characters, Lomov, Shubukov and Natalia. Let's now begin with the story with the one act play, Marriage Proposal. In the beginning of the play, Lomov pays a visit to his neighbor Shubukov. He is wearing a dress suit. Shubkov expresses a great pleasure. He welcomes him and gives him a warm handshake, but he is surprised to see him in a formal dress and thinks that perhaps he is on his way to some engagement. Lomov tells him that he has no engagement except with him. He tries to explain the purpose of his visit, but he gets nervous and excited. In the play, in the very beginning of the play, Lomov, the young man, visits to the house of his neighbor Shubkov. When he visits to his house, he is wearing a formal dress and it expresses and when he visits to Shubkov's house, Shubkov feels very happy. He welcomes Lomov and shakes his hand with Lomov very warmly, but he is surprised to see Lomov in a formal dress. Then he thinks that perhaps Lomov has some engagement, some work to do, sincere work to do, but Lomov tells him that he has no work, no engagement with anybody except with him, except with Shubkov. He tries to explain the purpose of his visit, but he gets nervous and excited when he tries to explain the purpose of his visit to Shubkov's house. He gets nervous and excited. Shubkov has a daughter named Natalia. In the one act play, there is a daughter of Shubkov. Her name is Natalia. She is 25 but unmarried. In fact, he has come with a proposal to marry Natalia. He is so nervous that he finds it very difficult to tell Shubkov the purpose of his visit. Lomov has actually come to Shubkov's house to propose Natalia for marriage, who is 25 years old girl, very young but still unmarried. But when he tries to explain his purpose of visiting their house, he feels very nervous and is unable to explain. He says that he has come to ask him for a favor, though he does not deserve it. Shubkov thinks that he has come to borrow money and asks him not to beat about the bush. Lomov tells Shubkov that he has come to his home to ask him for a favor. He wants something from him which he does not deserve. Shubukov, on hearing that, thinks that Lomov has come to his house to borrow some money, and Shubukov asks him not to talk about here and there, not to talk about here and there, and come to the point. After much hesitation and stammering, Lomov tells him that he has come to ask for the hand of his daughter Natalia. After beating about the bush means after talking about here and there, finally Lomov tells Shubkov that he has come to his house to ask him for the hand of his daughter Natalia, means he wants to marry Shubkov's daughter Natalia. Shubkov naturally feels very happy and kisses him. He says that he will go to call his daughter and assures Lomov that she will at once accept the proposal. On hearing the proposal of Lomov for his daughter, Shubko feels very happy and he kisses Lomov and says to Lomov that he will go and he will call his daughter Natalia there. He also assures Lomov that his daughter Natalia will at once accept his marriage proposal. When Lomov is left alone, he feels that he is cold and his whole body is trembling. When Lomov is left alone, when Shubkov goes to another room to call Natalia to accept Lomov's proposal of marriage with her, then Lomov is left alone. He feels that he is cold and his whole body is trembling. His whole body is shivering with excitement. He thinks that Natalia is an excellent housekeeper, not at all bad looking, well educated. What more he should ask? When he is alone, he thinks that Natalia, to whom he has come to propose for the marriage, he thinks that she is a good housekeeper. She is also well educated, means she has all the qualities of a wife. Moreover, if he does not marry now, he will never get married. He has been already 35. He has a weak heart and he suffers from palpitation. He thinks that his age is 35 at the time, and so he thinks that it is the right age to get married. He has a problem, he has a disease related with heart. Palpitation means a fast heart beating of heart. The worst of all is the way he sleeps. He hardly lies down and begins to doze when he gets a pull in his left side and something begins to hammer in his left shoulder and in his head. He thinks that he has a disease of palpitation due to which he feels his heart beat in a very fast speed. He walks about a little, lies down again, and feels the same way again. This continues the whole night. Only a well-regulated life can help him in this respect. He thinks that if he will live a well-regulated, a well-mannered life, only then he can live a good life. Marriage alone can bring this much needed peace and regularity in his life. He thinks that only by getting married, he will be able to live a peaceful and a regular life. Natalia comes and is surprised to see Lumov because her father has told her that there is a dealer who has come to buy something. Then, when Lumov was thinking about all of this, at the same time, Natalia comes there and she is shocked to see Lumov because her father has told her that a dealer has come to their house to buy something. She begs to be excused for wearing an apron and an old dress. She asks if he would like to have something to eat, and when she sees Lomov there, she asks him for forgiveness because she was wearing an apron and a very old dress at that time. She asks him to have something to eat. Then she offers him smoke and talks about the weather. She is also surprised to find him in a formal dress and tells him that he seems to be looking better. She thinks that perhaps he is on his way to a ball. Ball means a dance party. When she sees him in wearing a formal dress, she thinks that perhaps he is going to a dance party to attend a dance party. Lumov gets excited. He is unable to express the purpose of his visit. He wants to be brief, but in his excitement, he starts beating about the bush. When Natalia is talking to him, Lumov once again starts feeling excited and he is unable to express the purpose of his visit to their house. He wants to he wants to tell his purpose, to tell the purpose of his coming to their house in brief, but he gets excited and starts beating about the bush. Means he starts talking about here and there. He speaks of the old relations of the Lomovs and the Shubukovs. He talks to her, he talks to Natalia about their old relations, about the old relations between the family of Lomovs and the family of Shubukovs. He tells her that his late aunt and his late uncle had a great regard for her father and her late mother, and furthermore, his property adjoins hers. His oxen meadows touch her birchwoods. Then he talks to her that late aunt and late uncle of Lamov had a great regard for Natalia's father and her late mother. And furthermore, he talks to her about the property, his oxen meadows. He tells her that the oxen meadows related to Lamov touch Natalia's birchwoods. Natalia is shocked to hear that the oxen meadows belong to Lamov. She claims that the meadows are hers and not his. On hearing that, Natalia makes it clear to Lamov that oxen meadows belong to Natalia, not to Lamov. Poor Lumov feels all the more excited. He tries to explain that once there was a dispute over the oxen meadows, but now everybody knows that they belong to him. On hearing that, Lumov tries to make her clear that the dispute regarding those oxen meadows was made clear, and now everybody knows that those oxen meadows belong to Lumov. His aunt's grandmother put the meadows, free from all costs, into the hands of the peasants of her father's grandfather for a certain time. While they were laying bricks for his grandmother, Lumov tells Natalia that grandmother of his aunt put those oxen meadows free from all types of debts or costs, and gave those meadows into the hands of the peasants of her father's grandfather, who used to lay bricks for his grandmother. These people used the meadows free of cost for about 40 years and began to consider the land as theirs. Then then Lumov tells Natalia that those meadows were used by those uh, peasants free of cost for about 40 years. Natalia, however, does not believe it. Lumov is prepared to show the papers, but of no use. She tells him that they have owned the property for nearly 300 years. When Lumov uh, says her, when Lomov tells says to Natalia that he can even show her the papers of those oxen meadows. Natalia doesn't agree with him. She says that they have owned those oxen meadows for nearly 300 years. She says the meadows are not worth much, that they are of not much value, but she cannot stand injustice. But she says to Lomo that she doesn't care about the money, but of those meadows. She doesn't care about those meadows, about their cost, but she cannot stand injustice. Stand here means to tolerate. She tells Mauve that she cannot tolerate injustice with her. So, students, today we have discussed some part of the story. Tomorrow we will continue with next part of the story. Thank you very much.